Hello and welcome back to another M40 Militaria video. Now, today's video is primarily focused on my trip to the US, which hopefully you guys will find interesting because I went to quite a few surplus shops and flea markets, and I shot a lot of real firearms, which obviously I don't know if you guys know, but I'm from the UK, so there was no chance I would be able to do that over here. So it was a great experience and I'd like to show you guys it. So first of all, I went over to the US and I went to Pennsylvania, the east of Pennsylvania, where obviously it was a holiday, or a vacation as you Americans would call it. So my primary focus was to obviously enjoy myself, but I went to quite a few flea markets on the hunt for good militaria for cheap prices because people wanted to get rid of it. Sadly, in these flea markets, there wasn't much for good prices, and all of the stuff that I did find was out of my price range. Got this. Some of like Civil War relics down there, quite nice. Hand grenades, definitely not taking that on the plane. It's another one, a training grenade looks like with a blue on the top. I also went to quite a few surplus stores. Now, again, surplus stores can be a real hit or miss. Sometimes they're cheap Chinese stuff or stuff that's commercially made and not actual militaria, which is what I'm looking for. So, when I was in New York City, there is a great surplus shop that I highly recommend called Kaufmann's. Now, when I went to Kaufmann's, I was looking for primarily East German stuff, but I was also browsing, because East German stuff is my favourite. And I spoke to the owner and he sorted me out because a lot of East German militaria nowadays is hard to find in sizes that would fit a modern man. I say modern like I'm talking ancient, but in the 80s a lot of the uniforms were quite small. So the only uniforms and militaria that's left for East German that is widely available is either super small sizes or really big sizes, but even then really big sizes are like above average sizes nowadays. So I spoke to the owner and he helped me. I was looking for a East German border guard, the more formal wear instead of the combat uniform that you've probably seen on my channel quite a bit. Now he had quite a few pieces, but most of them were small sizes that I just didn't fit in, so there was no point in buying. He also seems to supply lots of military surplus and uniforms for Broadway, which is only down the street or a couple blocks away, so a lot of his good surplus is reserved for them and not for just buyers like me that came into the store. So he did his best and found me the biggest sizes that were available for me to buy. Not only this, he was kind enough, after I expressed my passion for the hobby, to give me a tour and my family around the shop and down into the basement where he had all of his stock for Broadway and just other stock that he couldn't put on the storefront. This was truly amazing. He had some really cool pieces like World War II toilet paper and a net that would go on a Brody helmet from World War II, which was used, and the surplus smell. 80s surplus has a certain smell, but this was World War II stuff. But apart from that, he had lots of cool surplus. He had pieces that were in movies or pieces that they had given to film studios and they had taken measurements and looked at them and made their own costumes. For example, there was a flight suit that he owned that he showed me that was used for references for the Men in Black, which was really nice. But enough rambling on about Kaufmann's. What I got was a shirt, one of the border guard shirts, which I will put on the screen just now. I also got the trousers to go with it. So I'm going to start to build a border guard East German uniform. But I've still got to get things like jack boots and the parade belts, the black ones with a nice shiny buckle on it instead of the combat grey with a matte finish on it. I also need to get a cap, and I just need to polish it off. I need to get certain things which I'm looking into now. However, a lot of these are going to be hard to come by. For example, the caps, he only had sizes like 54 and 53s, when I'm probably going to need a 57, 58 or a 59. Not only this, but I was there and I found this really nice Bundeswehr modern German field jumper. I'll also put that on the screen right now. It's really nice. I think I'm primarily gonna use it for airsoft during the winter if I don't want to wear a big waterproof jacket, or if it's like a cold day so everything's frozen, it's not wet but it's still super cold. I'll probably wear that. It looks really nice. I haven't put it together with my uniform yet, but at some point I'll make a Bundeswehr updated loadout video. Moving on, we have a shooting. So I've got quite a few friends over there in the US. One of them knew a friend that had some World War II firearms, primarily a Magnum. To be honest, I forgot what one, so if someone could tell me in the comments exactly what one it was, and a M1 Garand and a Lee Enfield from World War II, which were really nice.
See what you like. Well, you hit it.
Can I go again?
Sure. But that's ready to go now.
And then later that day, I went to another friend's house where we shot some AKs, AK variants. One of them was a Romanian AK, not 100% sure on what exact AK it was, but it was 7.62 by 39, and a modern remake. I'm assuming, I'm not up to date on my AK knowledge, but I'm assuming it was some sort of American remake, also 7.62 by 39. We also shot a 22, which I didn't get any videos of, and did some clay pigeon shooting, which was also really fun. You ready?
Just about.
Well, thank you for watching. I am going to make videos on the Militaria that I bought, and if people do want me to do a video on my thoughts on the firearms that I shot, I will also make videos on those. If you want to see one of those, drop a comment. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make a video on the East German Militaria. But thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.